Underway here on ESPN+. This is Sun Devil Women's Lacrosse and Arizona State up against the Mercer Bears, looking for a second consecutive win on this four-game homestand. With Caroline Kelly, Aiden Blank, we're underway. And right off the bat, Caroline, one of the main headlines we look for in this game, Sun Devil goalie Katie Valley, one of the best 5'10" goalies in the country, stands up the Bears, but it looks like she may have sustained an injury, or maybe that was a Mercer player over there.
Yeah, Mercer player just went down. Quick shot right off the draw. Mercer came down. Quick shot right to Katie Valley. She's going to have a lot of shots this game. We know Mercer is a high shooting team. They like to shoot a lot, and hopefully Katie will be able to stand tall in that goal, and Mercer will be able to put up some hard ones for her.
Valley tied for an NCAA lead this season, 67 saves. And the Devils, as a team between Valley and other goaltenders, saving at nearly a 50% clip. That's the best in the Big 12, 22nd in the nation. Arizona State enters at 4-2, Mercer at 1-3.
Katie Valley's been the powerhouse of the ASU defense for the past couple years, and it's no surprise that she's leading her team yet again this year.
Offensively, the Devils with their first possession of the game. Good look down the middle from Kelly Voorhees. The feet in front, an underhand toss.
Great shot by Lydia Oldno there. She shoots hard and fast, straight from that left side of the goal into the middle of the crease. You're going to have to be a strong Mercer defense to stop her.
The Sun Devils off of a 13-12 win in their last time out over St. Joe's, and Oldno was a big reason why they won that game. Career high 5 goals on 7 shots. She got her 5th hat trick of the season, which in 6 games is pretty darn good.
Very impressive for her, especially going against some higher ranked teams. They played USC, same thing for her there. Again, that was a quick feed straight to her in the middle. Mercer defense is really going to need to lock that down, because as we can see, if she's got her hands free and she's able to shoot, she can make that goal.
A junior attacker can't get it. Here come the Bears on the opposite end. Mercer a record of 1-3, still searching for that first road win of the season. They were pretty good on the road last season. 6 of their 8 games on the road they won.
Last year was one of Mercer's best years. They ended 17-3, their best record thus far as a team. So, you know, this road game means a lot for them to kind of keep that streak going as a powerhouse, especially with the Big 12 kind of starting off this year and ASU starting to control that lead.
Pass in front out of the stick of Sandy Sallet. Very old group here for Mercer. She's a grad student. And they turn it back over. Here come the Devils searching for the first strike of the day. Oldno gets a touch. Be saying that a lot today.
Looks like ASU is kind of setting up a post here in the middle. We can kind of see that quick shot yet again from ASU.
Addie Shevitz, the redshirt freshman out of Wilmette, Illinois. They've tried a couple of those shoves in front of the net, haven't quite found one to fall. Here's a drive towards the circle and a bouncer just away.
Just over the net, just by a hair.
Kayla Casey is in net, another grad student for the Bears. Unlike ASU, Mercer has struggled in net. They're barely in the top 100 nationally, under 40% on their save percentage, a 38% clip. In a big, big way they'll win this game if they can, would be to turn that up a little bit. They're going to need to make the stops on an Arizona State attack that just put up 13 last game.
Yeah, Mercer had a great game last against one of their rivals. Quick shot and a goal for ASU.
Addie Shevitz was turned away just a few moments ago. She's got the first goal of the day. And Arizona State has started off. We mentioned off the air about the way that Mercer pulls this upset is if they can control possession. We're going to see them try to play from behind for the first time here. They're going to need to control that possession and make sure they don't go behind by multiple goals.
Exactly. Both these teams have pretty strong midfielders. ASU definitely more on the offensive side, gaining possession. They've been really strong off the draw, off the circle these past couple years. And we've definitely seen that in Viglione this year. She's had an amazing couple games. And Mercer's really known for their hustle, defense, and just being able to box out on the circle and get that ball by pure force. Now we're going to have to see how maybe the more finesse side of ASU is able to kind of battle that Mercer hustle to the ball.
Well, this is the best aspect of Arizona State's game. In the face-off circle, they are as good as any team in the nation. Anna Viglione, a sophomore out of Ashburn, Virginia, currently 4th best in the NCAA, averaging 10.5 draw controls a game. And wouldn't you know it, the Devils get it right off the bat. So the possession issue is really going to be exacerbated if Mercer can't find an answer to Viglione, which is going to be hard to do because no one's found an answer for her this season.
Yeah, that's the way Mercer's really going to have to capitalize here. Is just getting that ball down on attack and kind of putting some pressure on their defense. Because if ASU is able to get that ball, get control, they're going to be able to run away with it in these next couple plays, as we've seen them do in the last 3-4 shots they've had. Once that ball starts going on net, it's going to go in.
Emma Keenan towards the corner. Over for Oldknow. And now Keenan again. Devils on the attack, up by a goal, and it's taken away. So the Mercer defense comes up big, and now they're going to get their first offensive possession while trailing. They bring it across, no problem. And now get to set the offense. Sallet and Ansley Waters running the point. Behind the net it goes for Sophia D'Angelo. And now work back up top.
Great defense there from Helen Park behind the cage, putting some pressure on her.
The Mercer offense, not too shabby themselves. 1st in the conference, 7th nationally in shots a game. So they get good shots on net. That one taken away off the stick, but they're going to keep possession. This is obviously a team not used to having a lot of tough defenses to go against here. ASU certainly the toughest opponent they've played so far, and thus the toughest defense.
Got a bit of a play here, setting up for Mercer.
Nice long possession, down to 5 to shoot. Worked inside, a shot, and who else but Katie Valley stands up another Bears shot. And at the 8.5-minute mark, the Sun Devils get the ball back. Bit of a challenge for Helen Park to get it over, but she does.
Mercer setting up in the right here, really putting some pressure on Helen, making her run it all the way. She started down, goal line extended there, bringing it all the way to the other side to the restraining line. So good work by Mercer, getting her to kind of turn directions and get that ball over with a little bit of pressure.
Up to Reagan Spiger. Under 8 minutes in the first quarter. The Devils with the first goal of the afternoon.
A lot of space here for Oldknow to work.
She's got a lot of room. They've kept her quiet these first few minutes, but they haven't kept the Devils quiet. And Spiger gets the second goal of the day for ASU.
It's a great quick feed to the inside. Having, keeping your head up while staying as a threat out there on the goal line extended. It's great work for ASU, just being able to feed, kind of thread that needle in there, and then get a quick shot off right to the goalie's opposite side on the top left of the goalie there.
Reagan Speichiger at 7:30, and it's 2-0 Arizona State. So this is an early turning point if you're Mercer. You've gotten a couple of shots off so far. Now you really need one to find the back of the net to avoid going down by more than a goal or two.
Yeah, pretty even on possession, kind of equal time between which team is at. had the ball. Mercer's really just going to need to capitalize when ASU, makes a mistake. They're running the ball up the field. Got to really capitalize on that down on attack. Can't have, ball slipping away or letting the shot clock run out. Have to capitalize, work on their shooting, and find the back of the net here.
Mercer's been efficient. They only have 2 shots compared to Arizona State's 5, but both of their shots have been on goal. Again, a team that shoots more than any other team in the conference.
Great self-draw there by Viglione, just getting it over her back left shoulder, finding that ball, in this afternoon sun and being able to convert on it here down to attack.
This game move back was scheduled to be a high noon face-off. But they've added some games on the weekend. Mercer will stay here and play again on Friday. Arizona State back at it on Saturday. Worked in front, a centering feed, loose on the ground, and Arizona State controls it. Annie Haley tracks it down. Oldno fires it in back of the net and back to her up top. Here's a drive from Ing to Oldno. Her first shot.
Great work
saved
by
away.
Ing. Great work by Ing, kind of drawing both those defenders, getting her counterpart Olivia Oldno there on her left, open, clear for the shot.
How about the work of Kayla Casey in net, the grad student? She's been doing this for a while against a ruthless Sun Devil attack. There's Tegan Ing at 6:13. She has the 3rd goal of Arizona State's day.
It's a great move by her, being able to, put some pressure on that defense, make them kind of work, follow her all the way atop the arc there, and then convert to a goal. ASU's really gotten good at being able to be threats on all sides of the field, not really relying on one player individually, working as a team, having multiple threats out there. Oldno, Ing has had an amazing past couple games, taking 7 goals a couple weeks ago on the road. So just having all those threats on attack is something that is really shown in these past couple games. So I'm excited to see them continue to use their offensive side.
Ing came in 9 points away from 100 in her career, down to 8 after that goal. It's Arizona State's 7th shot of the day, 5 of them on net. They lead this thing 3-0. Another draw control. That's 3 out of 4 they've gotten so far. And even the one they lost, they still ended up with possession. The drive in front, quick goal from Izzy Hammond. So 4 different goals from 4 different ASU players. It's been a balanced attack for the Devils, and exactly what Taryn Van Thoff would like to see out of her team, looking to win their 2nd straight.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, just having multiple threats on the attack, multiple threats in the midfield, it shows a lot for how a team is coached and how they work together as a cohesive unit, rather than, sometimes relying on that strong player or someone with a really strong left-hand shot, being able to work together to get goals to happen, whether they're drives, feeds, all that good stuff. It's a really strong showing of a strong coach and a strong team.
8 shots on net, 4 of them have gone in for the Devils. Let's step aside, take a break. It's 4-0 Arizona State out to a very hot start. Back for more here on ESPN+. Sun Devils with the first 4 goals of this afternoon's contest. It's Arizona State versus Mercer here on ESPN Plus with Caroline Kelly, Aiden Blank. The Devils have certainly used those draw controls to their advantage. It is the best part of their game, will be all season long, and it's gotten them off to a nice, strong start.
Yeah, Devils looking hot right now. It's going to come down to possession between these two teams. Mercer's going to need to really get this ball here. We got, Ainsley Walters taking the draw for Mercer as Viglione back in the center. So we're going to really need to see Mercer kind of convert, get some possession here, put some pressure on Viglione, maybe change up her style. We see a lot of tension between these two teams in the circle, kind of starting to battle it out. So we will see as we start off.
Back to the draw. Viglione's one of the best in the nation there. She's got another.
ASU is just doing a beautiful job at converting, getting that ball in the midfield, and then being able to get it down to attack quick, smoothly, having those passes in the middle.
They've played at their best today, moving quickly. Not allowing the Mercer defense to set themselves. Had 2 goals in the span of about 15 seconds right before the timeout. The save and a turnover.
Interception from Oldno here. Quick pass to the middle. Ball just doesn't quite make it into the stick. Quick fall out, but ASU's got the ball here again.
It was sent up in the air and Tegan Ing took it.
Great interception for Oldno there. Way to keep her head up and kind of get that ball on the clear out there.
Under 5 to play, 4-0 lead ASU just underway here in Tempe.
Looking for a feed down low, looking for something in the middle here. Tegan Ing with a lot of space on her left. Goes in for the drive. Bounce off the post, but ASU is able to get that rebound.
4:30 mark. And another Mercer foul. ASU is yet to foul in this match. Mercer's done it 4 times. Hasn't quite cost him yet. It'll be Mercer ball at the 4:15 mark. Couldn't clear it last time. If they're having trouble clearing the ball, it's going to be a long, long day for this offense.
A lot of running for all of your midfield and attack, and your defense for Mercer.
A big point for Abby Vane.
The Bears starting to set up here. See some movement in the top 3.
It's a Mercer team that had 5 goals in the first 5 minutes of their 20-4 win against Kennesaw State last Wednesday. They had 11 in the first quarter. They're 3:35 away from getting shut out to start this game in Tempe. A drastically different matchup that they face in Game 5 of their season, and they've turned it over against a Devils team that doesn't do that very much. They're 6th in the Big 12, 115th nationally in caused turnovers, only averaging about 5 a game. This defense has stepped up today, but that's not how they played this season.
We've got another save down here by Mercer goalie. Kaylee Cassie. Ball is back out. Mercer is clearing up the field. Good look in the inside.
2:50 left in the opening quarter. Mercer has just struggled to get possessions of any kind, and when they do, it hasn't been exactly a cakewalk to get shots on net, which they're used to. The drive from Walters, and now they've got it reset.
Mercer's really going to need to get big here. You can see they're all kind of crowded in the 12. It's hard for, a driving team to kind of work and get the ball in and out quickly. Quick feed.
There's the drive and the bounce shot just wide of Katie Valley.
Good work by Mercer's attack, getting that chase.
They will keep it with about 40 seconds to shoot. Sammy Lowinger, the Floridian, drives in front and scores.
Goal by
Sammy
Mercer.
Lowinger. There was a flag. It appears to have gone against ASU. Would be their first foul of this game. I think it is. And it'll be 4-1. So Mercer gets a little bit of confidence. Again, this team that scored 11 in the first quarter the last time they hit the field. So obviously it's going to be a bit of a shock here against a Sun Devil defense that's stood you up a couple of times here, but they get the goal and they get it back down to 3 in the final 2 minutes of this first quarter.
Yeah, as we talked about at the beginning, Mercer is a high shooting team. Shoot hard, shoot often. So as long as they can keep that streak going, I expect to see some more from them.
Back to the draw circle. The Devils have just dominated there. They've won 4 of 5 so far. One of the best in the nation in that category. They've won 5 of 6. Controlled by Kendall Morris. With 1:40 to play first quarter. 4-1 Arizona State lead after allowing their first goal of this match.
ASU really taking their time, working that ball around, looking for an opportunity here. Little pressure there.
Really started to come alive the last few minutes. 1:10 remaining. Trying to find some kind of space to drive. Ing had a really nice drive on her first and only goal of this game.
Mercer putting a little pressure here through their defense, putting some pressure on those passes.
Ing has some space. She's turned away. Strong defense, but a great pass in front. Created a little space, and now a whistle with 43 seconds left. 25 on the shot clock for Arizona State. Good opportunity here for the Devils to score on the 5th foul of this match from Mercer.
This will be Emma Heenan here on a free position shot.
Keenan out of Milton, Georgia, playing against a team from her home state. She's blocked. Second chance, no.
Good rebound though from ASU. Ball just couldn't quite find the net.
That was maybe the best defensive possession we've seen today from Mercer. Standing up one of the best attackers on this team in Tegan Ing, and then getting a block off the restart. Under 20 seconds left in the quarter. Shot clock is off. Feet in front. A quick shot. And Valley makes it look like child's play. That was a
great save by Valley, and that's a great shot and a great feed there from Mercer, straight into the middle.
It came at her really quick. And it'll end the first quarter with a 4-1 Arizona State lead. So Caroline, first quarter reactions, the Devils off to a stronger start, but Mercer sort of found themselves in those final 2 minutes. Whatever happened in that timeout seemed to make them a lot more comfortable, especially offensively.
Yeah, I think it's you can just see the offensive kind of push starting to happen for Mercer. They're starting to take a lot more shots on goal, put a little more pressure on that defense, kind of starting, feel a little bit more comfortable working in tight spaces there. 2 really quick shots that we just saw right at the end of the first quarter there. Great save by Valley, though. That's an amazing save. Quick, looking right in the inside. She's about 4 meters away from the goal, so being able to save that, going high as well, is really impressive from her. I think the big thing we're going to need to see in this next quarter is just, those possessions, that draw control. ASU's dominating right now, and if they're, able to get those possessions, keep converting, getting the ball down on offense, they're going to be able to run away with here. So Mercer's going to need to find a way to kind of mix it up with Viglione, and get the ball into their offensing side.
Step aside for a few moments. ASU Mercer, quarter number 2 next here on ESPN+. 1 as we go to the second quarter here in Tempe at Sun Devils Soccer Stadium. Eden Blank, Caroline Kelly on ESPN+. Couple more first quarter stats. The Devils doubling Mercer in the shot category. 12 for Arizona State, 6 for Mercer. Same percentage on goal, 8 for the Devils, 4 for Mercer. The Bears came up with more saves. 4 off the stick of Kayla Casey, only 3 off Katie Valley. The big stat, biggest 2, Mercer 5 fouls, the Sun Devils none. And then the draw controls. Arizona State has won 5 of 6, and they're going to try to go 6 of 7 here at the face-off circle. They'll move left to right on your television screen as we go second quarter. First of 2 this weekend for both of these squads. Devils back on Saturday and Mercer here on Friday.
Walter and Viglione facing off again in the draw circle.
To the circle we go. It pops out. Mercer has it. So that's their second of the day. The draw controls are going to be so rare for them. Anytime they get one, they've got to make sure it results in points.
Just converting. It's getting that ball down, being able to use it, use space effectively, and put some shots on goal. As you said, they're shooting a bit more than ASU when they have possession. So we will see here in this offensive set.
Worked far side, a shot in front. Valley gets her 4th save of the match.
Quick clear out there then too.
And the Devils have had a bit of trouble clearing it. They have not turned it over yet, but Mercer has done a good job closing out and really slowing them down, moving through the middle third of this field, but they get it across no problem there.
Yeah, Mercer's kind of swarming in between the 30s, putting pressure on that ball. We saw it with Helen Park early in the first quarter, and then again here. Getting a lot of space up left, pulling it out, looking for an option. Quick feed inside. Ball is down. That's going to be a free position shot here for ASU.
Going to be their second free position of this match.
Izzy Hammond taking it on the right side.
They stopped Emma Keenan the first time. Here's Hammond, and she scores.
Great shot, picking bottom left there.
On their second free position of this game, Arizona State gets their first goal of it. 5-1 Devils, just under 14 minutes here in quarter number 2.
Goal scorer number 16, goal scorer with 13.
So a 5-1 lead for Arizona State on their 13th shot of the match. The 5th of the season for Hammond. Started to become one of their better offensive products.
Gonna have Ayla Galloway here, taking it against Viglione.
5-1 Arizona State lead. This was the score at the end of a quarter last Saturday when they played St. Joe's. They did not win another quarter after that. Tied 1 and lost the other 2. So finishing this match, certainly going to be an emphasis for Arizona State, even if they start to pull away, given how they were off to a very strong start on Saturday, but St. Joe's came back. And if not for that strong start, it might have been a different result for the Devils. They win the draw control. They've won 6 of 8 so far today. Haven't quite seen the offense out of Lydia Oldno that we've seen in games past. She has 5 hat tricks in 6 games here.
Yeah, some strong shots we saw from her in the first half of the first quarter. Here she goes up top. Quick dodge going left.
Scoreless on 2 shots. She's mainly served as a catalyst, as Mercer no doubt has emphasized locking her down.
Got a call here. Believe it is a 3 seconds call. It will be a free position shot for ASU.
12:52 mark here. They scored just moments ago on a free position. And they just miss it there off the stick of Addie Shevitz. And Mercer able to retain possession. Let's see if they can clear. They've really struggled. We talked about Arizona State not being so great in the middle third of this field. Mercer has been locked down. It's been a challenge for them to struggle. They've only turned it over once.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job at, kind of finding those rebounds and those loose balls down on ASU's attack, just getting them up the field, being able to kind of work with that ball, get it to the offensive side, and it's all about putting the back of the net here.
Team that shoots more than all but 6 teams in the country. Only has 7 shots today, and it's only resulted in 1 goal.
In their last game against Kennesaw State, they had an 87.2 shots on goal percentage with 39 shots on goal, putting 34 shots at goal, putting 34 towards the net.
Fancy move in front by Gabby Brisbane. That's the kind of driving that they just have not been able to do on the Sun Devil defense. You'd like to see more of that if you're Samantha Eustace on the Mercer sideline. However, it does not result in a goal because she's still, even getting past the rest of the defense, had to get through Katy Valley, and very few teams in this country have done that. Here's Ng trying to set it up for the Sun Devil offense. A minute to shoot.
Drop ball there, great pickup by goalie. ASU is able to get it back off a loose ball.
And Ng puts it in. They move quickly, turning it over, getting it right back and scoring. And Tegan Ng gives the Devils a 6-1 lead. Just how quick this offense can move. You thought you had a takeaway, you were looking to try and move the ball upfield, and then bam, you turn it over.
Yeah, Mercer's not going to be able.
Zone there.
Mercer's not going to be able to get comfortable here. ASU making a mistake there, loose ball, getting the ball then, and then off a bad pass, ASU's able to convert and get to a goal. Those are those little things that this ASU attack is going to be able to take advantage of. They've got strong hands, strong feet, strong shots. So little things like that are going to be crucial here for Mercer to kind of hone in on.
23rd of the season from Ng.
Viglione, another draw control.
The assist, that's her 24th. So one of the best goal scorers on this team from one of the best assisters. The Devils lead the Big 12 in 3 categories, and assists per game is one of them at about 7.3 per match, 22nd in the nation. The categories there: assists per game, draw controls, and save percentage. We've seen lots of saves, we've seen lots of assists, and we've seen lots of draw controls for Arizona State today, excelling at the things they are known for around the country.
Yeah, assists are really strong showing of a strong lax IQ team, being able to feed in tight spaces, really good stick skills, really good hands, being able to get those balls in close off a feed and then able to convert. It's really powerful for an offense, having drivers, feeders, and shooters. Tegan Ng setting up top, clearing some space, looking for the right side. She goes in for a drive, and it will be a save by Mercer.
Yeah, it was turned away.
ASU getting the rebound, though. Good work by her teammates having her back on that shot.
Ng was looking for her 3rd goal of the match. She's now just 8 points shy of 100 in her career. 15 to shoot. Got to start thinking about moving towards the net. Ng to the far side.
Couple seconds left on the shot clock here.
Look in front. 5 to shoot. Got to move it quickly, and they were able to draw a little contact. So not the worst thing there. Yeah, you just mentioned lax IQ. To see the shot clock winding down, Mercer was tightening up defensively, but you're able to get him to commit a foul, and now with just a second to shoot here, you're going to get a free shot. Ooh, it was strong, high, and out. Good rip, though, by Claire Butcher.
Shot clock is running here. Mercer looking to get that ball up the field.
They will.
Clear to Kelly Voorhees as she runs it up the field.
Approaching 9 minutes left. First half action, 6-1 in favor of the Devils on this Tuesday afternoon in Tempe.
Helen Park really putting a lot of pressure there behind the net. You like to see it. It sometimes can feel comfortable as an attacker to have the ball back there and feel maybe safe. So having her put some pressure on there, you get bad passes like that then the attack needs to adjust and kind of pick up.
Sarah Stefanik.
Defense from ASU doing a great job sliding and kind of picking up those players.
Here's Abby Vane behind the net.
Mercer setting up a play as she drives in on the left side. We have a flag. Saved by Katie Valley.
Valley, another strong save. She's been tested a little more here in the second quarter than in the first. That should be her 6th of the game.
Mercer, Caroline Glass coming in there looking to kind of pick off that clear, but it's able to get out.
Errant pass went just right by Addie Shevitz. Bit of a miscommunication, but Mercer's still struggling to get the ball up. Look at this Arizona State defense just suffocating as the Bears try and get it into their attacking zone, and they will. But not for lack of effort from the Sun Devil defense, and they were able to run a little time off the shot clock.
Yeah, you see ASU putting a little pressure down there when the ball's down in their defensive side, but having those players in the middle, easy passes to get that feed to then bring it into the offensive side. Good work by Mercer, using that open space well.
Just over a minute on the timer, 7:18 in the quarter. Devils by 5, leading this quarter 2-0.
Quick flip pass, number 3. Ball's up top with Abby Morrison.
Drive in front from Gabby
And a
Brisbane
shot.
and a goal. So Mercer able to answer at 6-2 at the 6:50 mark of this quarter.
Great shot by Mercer, kind of drawing that ASU defense in, looking quick, and then a hard shot right to Katie Valley's offside there.
Gabby Brisbane gets her first goal of the season, unassisted at 6:51 in the second. The Devils have that lead cut to just 4. So back to the draw circle we go, where the Devils have won 7 of 9 on the day. And it's been almost exclusively because of one of the nation's leaders in draw controls.
Ailey Galloway here taking it from Mercer again.
They go back to Viglione. Going to be one of the best in the nation for them this season. The sophomore out of Ashburn, Virginia, the midi, who has taken over some big shoes in that draw control circle, and she's filled them quite well.
High ball here to Mercer, picked up by Abby Morrison. Quick push here on attack, looking for that fast break.
And they don't want to let the Devil defense get set up.
Abby Morrison's going to take the ball here on the 12. ASU will clear the lane for her. Quick pass up top.
Back of the net worked.
Abby Vane really working this side here. We see her working the left side of the goal for Mercer, putting some pressure on. Quick shot.
It was a good look in front. That was Caroline Gluss.
Vane again putting a lot of pressure on this ASU defense. Quick, it's a great feed and a great catch and a great shot by Mercer there. That's going to be number 35, Sophia D'Angelo. What an amazing feed from Vane. Quick look, getting that defense active, and then a great small, quick little pass right to her stick, and then able to really place it, fake high, shoot low by Mercer. Mercer's D'Angelo there, number 35.
D'Angelo gets it down to 3. So for the first time today, Mercer has scored back-to-back goals. That's a pretty good sign. Again, a team that is used to having their way offensively.
Again, you see how possession here, Mercer's been able to get the last couple draw controls, how important that possession is in the midfield. Not just to, take that ball away from the other team, but also to get that ball in your own stick and be able to, work it on the attack.
Back we go. Mercer won the last draw control. For the first time today, they went back-to-back draw controls. This is the most momentum they've had all match and can get it down to a 2-goal game here.
Ainsley Walters taking the ball behind.
Walters, one of a slew of Georgians on this team for Samantha Eustace in her 10th year, a decade at the helm of this program. She's won all 3 conference titles in its history and the only coach that's ever led them to the NCAA tournament.
A shot and a goal, but it'll be no goal. Stepped in the crease at the last second there. Good try by Mercer. It was a good shot, just a little too far in the crease. ASU will now clear the ball up. Ball down in the midfield.
Ooh, a nasty check there. Stick went flying out of the hands of Caroline Little.
Green card for Ainsley Walters here. Yellow card for Ainsley Walters here. She'll be out for 2 minutes. I believe just for a slash.
It was one heck of a slash. The stick ended up on the turf. And now, leading 6-3, the Devils go a man up. This is a good time for that. Needing to regain control here. You don't want this game to be closer than it should be. You came in as the heavy favorites. You want to make sure that the Bears don't make this thing any tighter than it already is at a 3-goal game.
It will be confirmed it was a 2-minute yellow card for slashing. So she'll be out for 2 minutes unless ASU is able to score on this possession.
Yeah, get her!
Here's Ing. Devils a man up for the next 2 minutes. And you can already see the effects of that. Mercer has gone more into a zone-esque defense, and the feed in front is going to cost them. ASU a man up, and they score. It's back to a 4-goal game, 7-3.
Tegan Ing, that'll be her 3rd of the day, only in the first half at that too. Great feeds from ASU, getting the ball in tight there and able to convert in that small, tight space. We've seen them do it multiple times this game, and Tegan Ing just showing that she's not only a threat as a driver, but also as a receiver in that feed.
It's number 24 on the season for Ing. They give her Joy Jordan Behar the assist at 25th of the season for her at 4:39 in the quarter. 4-goal lead for the Devils.
Tegan Ing was Pac-12 Freshman of the Year with 30 goals, 30 points on the season. She had 27 goals last year, 3 hat tricks, and she is ASU's leading goal scorer this year, their top finisher of the season.
25 for her now, or 24 on the season.
Ayla Galloway getting that draw again. That'll be 3 in a row now for Mercer.
Yeah, they've really fought back in the draw control circle. Certainly going to be an area of concern if you're Arizona State, not a team that you would expect to be rattling off 3 draws in a row from you.
Vane driving here, passing the ball up top, moving the ball around. Abby Morrison looking for the drive.
Morrison bounces on the turf and it goes free. But first to it, Sammy Lowinger. Lowinger has to dip back out, 3:50 in the half. 4-goal lead for the Devils. Lowinger goes top shelf and beats Katie Valley. This is now a 3-goal game again.
It's a great drive from her and a great look. Just getting her hands free. ASU defense there putting a lot of pressure on her, but the ability for her hands to be free on that to get a hard shot off against Kitty Valley as ASU's goalie. It's great work by Mercer. It just shows really these possessions. Mercer's a high shooting team. They're going to shoot hard. They're going to shoot often, and it's not an easy thing for Katy Valley or ASU's defense to kind of stop without putting a little more pressure on, getting that ball, and kind of changing up what Mercer's doing here.
3:44 in the second, a 7-4 lead for Arizona State. Devils have lost the last 3 draw controls. That may not be something that's happened all season for them. And now it's been 4.
That'll be a 4th for them.
Mercer has stood up and taken control back in the circle.
Let's go, Sandy!
Samantha Eustace has her team playing as good lacrosse as they have all season. It's maybe one of their toughest opponents.
The Bears are doing a good job at having players back when they have the ball. We just saw in that draw control, the defense of Mercer kind of coming up to help get that ball over to the attacking side and find those open players. Vane working it up top here.
Yes, Sandy!
Gets it over for Salet. Salet a move in front, a pass in front, and Katy Valley's there to prevent this from becoming a 2-goal game. Second time in this quarter, Mercer's gotten this lead down to 3. Devils answered with a goal their last time, leading by that margin. Here's Tegan Ing looking for her 25th of the season already, 3 on the day. Be interesting to see if they get Oldno involved here. She has 2 shots, but is yet to score, and here she goes.
Space on the right.
Over
Flip pass
for
to Ing,
and that's brutal. The shot deflected in front, but the drive from Tegan Ing, the ball is still loose.
Scuffle there in front of the goal.
Yeah.
Mercer goalie able to come up with it. Quick feed out. Good work by Mercer, kind of catching that ASU midfield as they're now forced to hustle back into their defending zone.
2:05 mark in the quarter.
Abby Morrison driving
that
a quick
shot.
shot.
Abby Morrison, and it's a 2-goal lead. The underhand toss has worked wonders.
It's a great shot. Quick way to catch ASU's defense kind of off their guard. She's shooting that almost at the 9-meter mark, in between the 7 and 9 there. Might call it the 8-meter, but she did a good job placing that, taking ASU's defense by surprise, not giving Katy Valley kind of time to set up as that ball is quickly transitioned down. Good possession by Mercer, great offensive set, great defensive set, getting that ball in front and then moving it down to a goal.
Much needed Arizona State timeout. Let's take one with them. A 7-5 game, waning moments of the first half here on ESPN+. Devils use their first time out of the day as this thing starts to slip away from them. They were once leading by 4 goals. It's now down to just 2 in the final 1:58 of this first half. Aiden Blank, Caroline Kelly here on ESPN Plus. Caroline, this is a really big moment for Mercer. If they can get this thing to a goal or even maybe even tie it the way they've run the draw control circle these last few face-offs, this is a brand new ball game going to the second half.
Yeah, ASU's got Tegan Lowry in there for as their center there. So Viglione taking a break, see if ASU can switch it up.
Yeah, Viglione normally unbeatable in the draw circle. They change it up and they win the draw for the first time in 5 tries. Now you need a goal. Reassert your dominance here going into half.
ASU needs to come strong out of this timeout here, put some fire back underneath themselves and get back into the goal scoring mindset.
Bella Ingrao turns the corner, and the ball finds the back of the net. They needed a goal, they got it, back to 3 at 8-5.
Izzy Hammond with a great look there. Quick feed, quick shot, good work by her on that goal.
Izzy Hammond. It's her first goal of this match. Rather, her second. It'll be 8-5 with 1:24 remaining. Mercer worked so hard to get this down to a 2-goal lead. You'd hate to see it get back to 4 or anything more than that before the break.
Still a lot of game left for both teams. You know, teams have come back from 9 8-goal games, so Mercer here. It's going to be ASU ball off a false start.
The shot clock will be off. Let's see how they approach this. Needing
Mercer's attack, putting some pressure in on the ride. ASU number 9, Keely Cleland, getting that ball in.
8-5 lead, final 60 seconds here. Shot clock is off. You can hold if you want. It looks like that might be the strategy here. A turn in front, a shot, and a score.
Great work from Amanda
They're
Thornhill
moving
there.
quick. It's 9-5.
Good moves. We see both these teams working that behind the crease well. Not only looking to feed, but also looking to drive. We just saw it here with number 17 from ASU, Anna Thornton. It's just good work to see them using that crease, using that space low, letting the defense kind of turn their heads away. You're putting the goalie on an off position where she's now got to make that decision to either look behind or keep her face to the front of the goal where you could look for a feed. So good work from them.
Yeah,
both teams are doing that well.
That is the thing about the game of lacrosse is you can get a 2-goal lead, it can get back to 4 just as quick. Moments ago, less than a minute ago, Mercer was a goal away from making this a 1-score game, and suddenly it's back to 4, and the Devils could even make it 5 here. They've won 3 straight draw controls. That has been the biggest part of this late half surge that they've got. 36 seconds left. They have time to get at least 1 more goal here and really change everything about this first half from where it was moments ago.
Haley Galloway getting a yellow card here for a check to the head in the midfield. I believe that is her second card of the game, which would then make her out for the rest of the game. We will wait for confirmation on that.
That's what they were discussing over at the scorer's table.
Yellow card has been issued to Mercer number 21 with Galloway.
It is.
Time to call 14 minutes, 24 seconds into the
So
second quarter.
Galloway is out for the game after she led the team with 2 forced turnovers against Kennesaw State. So one of their best defenders is
Not only
sent
that,
off.
but she's been a powerhouse for them in the midfield. She's had 3-4 draw controls this half. So her being out for the rest of the game could be hard for her to replace for Mercer there.
$20 seconds for the Devils to push. Leading by 4. They have not led by more than that.
Devils
in this
currently
first
up
half.
here 7v6. But it looks like they will use space to kind of just let this clock run out here.
5 seconds.
And set themselves up with
They're
being
nowhere
player
near
up.
the net. But a good first half. They struggled at points, but overall, a strong showing. They keep it at a 4-goal game as we go to break with Arizona State leading 9-5.
Yeah, Mercer we saw a little bit there in the second quarter, able to put that pressure on ASU, get it within a 2-goal game. As long as they're able to keep that pressure on, be able to do that in the second half, ASU's going to need to adjust here, not get comfortable being up. We've seen from Mercer that they're able to come back when down a couple goals. So ASU needs to keep that pressure on, keep moving the ball, keep working hard. Not, no turnovers here in the second half, but we will see as we come back. Currently 9-5, 10 minutes and a half left.
4-goal lead for ASU. Will step aside back in a few as the Devils maintain control. The first of 2 this weekend here on ESPN+.
Okay, I think our distance there is about 2 feet. Let's see how Shannon does. And yeah, I think without a measuring stick, we're going to call Shannon the winner. No worries, Liv. I could not do any better than you did. Now a round of applause for both Shannon and Liv, our contestants. And the SDX's longest shot. For this Saturday, as we host our mental health awareness game along with Vanderbilt University, where the ASU takes on our Commodores at 11 a.m. Join us as we highlight our student athletes, best practices, and support of mental health, and recognize those supporting mental health throughout our Saturday. Put this out at Seminole.com.
So you're just picking these when they're lit up, they're on?
The first two ones?
Yeah, those are the headsets. I just leave the crowd light going. Yeah, it's a pass-through game.
All right, now it is time for a game of Lost in the Sauce presented by Gordon and Brew. We have Ryan and Lissette. They're going to compete for prize courtesy of Gordon and Brew. You each will start by flipping the board and brew sauce bottle until you land the bottle. Then you'll pick up the whole cross stick, spin around 10 times, and attempt to make a lacrosse shot. The person to make their goal wins. All right, Brian and Lissette, on your mark. Get set, go!
All yours.
Try to land that bottle first. There we go. Looks like they both have passed that test. Spinning around 10 times.
Pronunciations, I know. They didn't do
Lissette
that.
taking your
No,
shot.
they didn't. I was
Got it, and
Thank you.
there's a goal! Goal scored by Lissette. Congratulations, Lissette. You are our winner.
Are you
Nero.
here for this? Me too.
Lacrosse fans and players, are you ready to take your game to the next level? The best players use the best gear, and our Sun Devil start SDS, the first name in lacrosse equipment since 1970.
Alright, I can probably do this.
Back here on ESPN Plus, the Sun Devils lead the Mercer Bears 9-5 here in Tempe. And I want to ask you, Caroline, we saw that it was 7-5, and it looked like it could have been a competitive game, and ASU pulled away at the end there. What did you see from them that you liked?
I like that ASU was able to take that time out, kind of regroup as a team, settle back into the offense they know, get that possession, and then convert it into a quick couple goals there. You saw that in the last 5 minutes. They were able to get a quick couple off. They won that second quarter 5-4, but for a couple minutes there, Mercer was ahead of them. So being able to get those quick goals off and then convert them into momentum moving into the second half now, it's going to be important for ASU to kind of keep the gas on, keep moving forward, not get comfortable with this lead, which we saw happen a little bit there in the about halfway through the second quarter. Mercer now doing the opposite and put more pressure on, keep the gas going, get back into that rhythm they found, winning those draw controls. Unfortunately, Ayla Galloway will be out now for the rest of the game. She was there leading them with 3 draw controls in that first half. So it's going to be a big adjustment now for Mercer moving forward in the midfield, and hopefully they're able to adjust well.
Hopefully. I want to quickly mention that Kara Beweer had 3 assists on the first half and now moves into second in NCAA this season with the most points, has 36 on the year. First place is 41, so she'd need 5 assists or 5 more points in total in the game to get there, but should be an exciting second half here in Tempe. Gonna get a face-off here. Arizona State now moving right to left. Mercer moving left to right.
Yeah, ASU will actually start with the ball here since Mercer is currently down on a penalty. So ASU will start with the ball here on the restraining line, giving them a bit of an advantage. Izzy Hammond starting with it at the 30.
Setting up for a position underway here in Tempe. Ng already had 3 goals in the first half. Has a strong game. Was the 2023 Pac-12 Freshman Player of the Year. And rightfully so, she's been explosive on the field. Moving around, it's going to be Haley with the ball. Tries to get a pass, ends up falling down. Arizona State fighting for it.
Olivia Oldno with a good, smart decision there, blocking out that defender rather than going for the ball, giving your teammate the opportunity to get it there.
Arizona State regains control. It's going to be Izzy Hammond. Sends it deep. Looking for a shot on goal, gets blocked. Shot goes far off.
New goalie in the net for Mercer.
We are going to get a stop here. Looks like it was a bit of a trip there.
Teaganing kind of pushed out of bounds, but ASU will keep the ball. There will be no card.
Just out of bounds. Here's Arizona State now going to work behind Mercer's net. The cut over to Hammond. Slings it back over to Oldno.
Intercepted there by Mercer.
Good defense there by Mercer. They've struggled in the first half, started picking up their defense towards the end there, and now it looks like they lose the ball. Fighting for it here. Mercer does regain control temporarily. Flies out of the stick again, and we're going to get a stop here.
Looks like we're going to get a ball back now to ASU. ASU will work the ball up the field.
It's going to be Brookfield trying to push past the pitchfork there in the center of the field. Slings it over to Morris for Arizona State. Devils' offense have been doing great in the first half, looking to keep on that pressure like you mentioned. Had a bit of a slip up there, let it get down to 7-5, and wasn't really comfortable lead, but those 2 goals at the end of the first half kind of gave them a little bit of a cushion, looking to maybe get some more here in the start of the third.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things about lacrosse is there really is no goal differential. That is too much. At this point in the game, many teams have come back, ASU being one of them in the past couple years, from a goal deficit like this. Mercer still has a lot. There's a lot of time left in the game, a lot of possessions left. So ASU really needs to, keep pushing that ball in, looking for those shots. Feed ball is knocked down. Oldno with a pickup in the middle. Quick feed inside.
And that's going to be a goal there. That's Addie Shevitz records for her second goal of the game. And Arizona State now takes a 10-5 lead. beautiful play inside there, drew the defenders over and was able to just dump it right off to Shevitz right in front of the goal for a nice over-the-shoulder goal.
Yeah, great work by Oldno, kind of picking up that loose ball there on a kind of missed pass, and then be able to convert it into a quick feed. Great work by her. Great vision on the field. And then, as you said, Shevitz with a quick shot. Good goal. Second goal for her today.
It's her 11th of the season for Addie Shevitz. She played last game, started against St. Joe's. 2 games in a row with at least 1 goal. Adds 1 here. She now has 3 games in a row with 1 goal each.
That'll also continue Lydia Oldno's point streak. She's had a point in their last 25 games, which puts her all the way back to the 24 season. This will now be her 26th game with a point. Viglione back in the middle there for a draw. ASU will win it.
Viglione really the key player there in those draw controls, and she's been doing a great job here. Wins another one. Bihar, as mentioned, moves second into NCAA in lacrosse for points. Worked it out from behind the net, moves it up top to Ing.
Yeah, what's really interesting about Bihar too is majority of her points are off assists, which is impressive as an attacker to get, that many assists, let alone be leading in them as well.
Yeah, has 11 goals and has 25 assists on the year. 3 of those being today, of course, in that first half.
Oldno trying to set something up here.
Sends it over to Ing. The hot hand is Ing, but really been the hot hand all season. Leads the team in goals.
Mercer defense kind of losing Oldno there on the left side. Ing going in for a drive, looking to feed quick to Oldno.
Oldno and Ing, this 2-woman game here at the top has worked well for them. Oldno's going to get a shot, and it's going to get rejected by Mercer goalie there.
Quick shot off the post. Mercer will now clear the ball up.
Had a good look there, just didn't get the shot that they really wanted. Played that great game with Oldno and Ing there.
Abby Morrison running up the field. Ball is down, but Mercer will get it back. Abby Morrison setting up on the 12. Bit outside.
Abby Morrison started all 4 games. She's second on the team in goals with 6. 2 other players tied with 7 on the team. Mercer now going to finally be able to set their offense. Feels like they haven't been able to do that a lot of this game, but now comfortably in the offensive side, they're going to push forward.
Hard, quick drive here from Morrison. See a lot of space on the left side of the goal. Most likely looking for that drive.
Gets hip checked there, and that's going to be...
It'll be a call. She will get a free position here.
She saw that wide open area on the left side of the goal, tried to go for it. It gets pushed over by an Arizona State defender, so it's going to be a free position here.
Shot and a goal. Great shot there. Saw her kind of take it right from the 8. Didn't even really need to run it in, just a little crow hop, and a great shot down low. Katy Valley unable to stop that one.
Right next to Katy Valley's feet, and I want to mention that Katy Valley had her worst save percentage last game against St. Joe's, had a 400. Katy on the season has a 506, and was uncharacteristic of her to only have a 400 on the game against St. Joe's, and so.
Yeah, as a lacrosse school, really anything of over 50% save is considered phenomenal. It's really great to see, even in those games where Katy Valley might not be saving as many as she would have liked, that ASU's defense and offense is able to kind of have her back on that and then still be able to win that game against St. Joe's. That last goal was by Sophia D'Angelo, her 8th of the season.
Gonna see who controls the draw here. 10-6, Arizona State leading. Trading goals here in the 3rd quarter. Arizona State does control it, ends up falling into the hands of Ingrau.
Mercer kind of swarming in the midfield. It's going to be a green card for her.
Got checked down there in the middle of the field.
Ainsley Waters will serve this green card. ASU will be up for 1 minute.
1 minute here. We saw Arizona State earlier in the game get a goal off of being up one player, so it'll be interesting to see if Arizona State can do the same thing here.
Mercer setting up to kind of swarm her there in the midfield, but ASU giving her a lot of options.
She's going to find Hammond there at the top. Hammond just going to give it right back to Ingreau.
Little over 9 minutes remaining in this quarter.
Ingreau back to, ends up finding Haley there.
Ingen Oldno kind of working a post there in the middle. Oldno getting a feed. She's going to pull it out. Good decision by her.
Fakes the shot there. Back to Ingreau. She's going to push in deep. And she's going to get the shot on goal. Bella Ingreau with her 10th goal of the season.
It's a well-placed shot there. That's a hard angle to kind of take. Taking your left hand with a small portion of net to find, and she was able to do it.
Got a great feed there. And now Ingreau has 4 points on the day. That's 2 goals, 2 assists. And now the score is 11-6. Mercer did a great job, though, at the start of this third quarter, being able to answer after Arizona State's first goal. We'll see if they can do that here after that goal there by Ingreau.
Current score is 11-6. ASU up by 5.
8:53 left here in this third quarter. Draw control. Falls into the hands of Arizona State. Great job there by Viglione.
ASU doing an amazing job boxing out there on the circle.
Working behind the goal, there is Bihar. Sends it deep.
I will correct that. That was Ayla Galloway that took that last draw control, so she is not out for a game, as I said earlier, but that was not her second yellow card, so she will still be in the rest of the game.
Oldno tries to send it over to Thornton. Ball rolling. Arizona State does save it in before it goes out. Sends it over to Ing.
Ing quick here with a drive.
Looks like she got fouled there on the pass over to Ingreau.
There will be a free position shot here for Ing.
Now, if you're Mercer's defense, you got to be a little worried here. Ing, arguably the best the best woman here on the lacrosse team scoring-wise, so you got to be worried that she can get something happening here.
She likes working from this right side too. She's a hard, fast driver. Giving her the space could be a dangerous move, but for the Mercer Bears.
She's gonna push in. Tried to get the shot there. Went over the net. And now Mercer's gonna regain control.
Mercer with a quick clear there.
Good defense too. They really swarmed Ing on that free position, making sure she didn't get the look that she wanted. And it worked perfectly as Mercer now pushes into their offensive. Caroline Gluss with the ball right now. Working one-on-one. Looked like she had an angle there. Slips on the turf, does Vane for Mercer. We're going to get another stop here with 7:13 left in the third quarter.
Looks like we've got an injury here from number 35 of Mercer, Sophia D'Angelo, with that last goal by Mercer. She is limping off the field.
D'Angelo has had 2 goals here for Mercer, so she's not able to return.
Doesn't seem to be too serious of an injury, but hopefully she will be all right and able to come back in the game in a little bit.
Walking off on her own accord, maybe just taking a breather. As I mentioned, D'Angelo had 2 goals already this game. She started the one game that she has played before and has 5 goals. And that was against Kennesaw State, where they scored 20 goals as a team. Mercer now working with the ball. Maldonado sent it to Vane. And that is going to be a goal. That's Caroline Gluss for Mercer, who gets the goal and moves it ASU to 11, and Mercer now with 7.
Yeah, Caroline Gluss is a really strong attacker for Mercer. Been waiting to see her kind of come out and shine tonight. She had two free position goals this season. She had 12 points as a freshman, and she had 54 goals, 11 assists, totaling 65 points last season, 2024. She was an All Big South second team, so she is a strong force in the attack, and it's exciting now to see her with that goal. Hopefully she's able to get a couple more for Mercer in the second half.
Yeah, as you mentioned, extends her goal streak. She has had at least 4 games, now makes it 5 games with at least 1 goal scored. So yeah, she has been a powerhouse here and now takes the control of the #1 spot on the team for most goals with 8. Was tied with her teammate, that's Sammy Lowinger. She was tied with 7, but now we're gonna get a draw here in the center of the field. Controlled by Mercer. Great job there by Galloway.
Good control by her there, being able to find that ball. Mercer doing a good job getting that ball over on the free position using defense and midfield. Here we see Gluss again.
Gluss looking for almost the same angle as that goal earlier. Gonna reset here and send it over to Morrison. Working now behind the net is Mercer. Mercer likes to do this. They like to set up behind the net and then swing it out and hopefully draw some defenders away. And that's
yeah, looks like Mercer's kind of setting up a play here with 1 person up top, and then you see 2 on the opposite arcs on the wings there, and 2 behind, kind of looking for that drive and quick feed. But it looks like they're settling back into their normal motion attack. Drive here from Vane. She pulls it out. We will have a flag, and she will get a free position shot now.
Looked like she had the angle there, and Arizona State just overcommitting to defending her, ending up drawing the free position. That's going to happen here.
Let's go, yeah!
Abby Vane off of the free position, bounces it and stopped quickly by Valley. Doesn't even let that get close to the net.
Yeah, Valley able to get that goal. ASU is really going to need to kind of watch these fouls in the arc, or Mercer is going to be able to convert on those 8 meters. Ball kind of getting trapped there by Kitty Valley. Loose ball here.
And Mercer picks it up.
Turnover from ASU. Ball is down. Mercer still able to get the ball back.
That's Caroline Gluss with the bad pass that dropped the ball, but ends up regaining control of it for Mercer. Once again, working in the behind the net is Maldonado for Mercer.
Little over a minute left in the shot clock. Putting some pressure on here for Mercer with a hard drive.
Lowinger trying to get a shot there. Doesn't end up getting it. They're going to reset their offense here. Is Caroline Gluss going to look to direct traffic. Sends it deep to Vane. Vane looking to make something happen. Little shimmy shake. Looked like she got pushed there.
You're okay, yeah?
Yeah, that's going to be a foul on ASU. As she tripped, her stick was just on her back and kind of went up under her head. Refs, are here to keep players safe, so that's going to be a call from them, as unfortunate as it is.
We're going to get a free position here.
This will be their 3rd free position of the half for Mercer. Pulling it out. 40 seconds left on the shot clock.
Last free position, they just went for it, and it didn't really quite work, so I like this opportunity, pulling it out, letting your offense get set. They're going to try and make something happen. That's going to be Brisbane trying to get a shot.
Mercer really doing a good job picking up these rebounds and missed passes, keeping control, having their teammates back on the loose balls.
Brisbane again with the ball. Swings it back to Vane.
10 seconds on the clock. Mercer needs to get a shot off here.
3 seconds. 2. Unaware of shot clock. That's going to be
It'll be no goal for Mercer, but what a great shot it was. A little more time left on there, and they may have been able to convert that into a goal.
Shot clock violation as Arizona State now moves it.
Nice.
It's going to be Butcher trying to get a shot there. Sends it back out.
Yeah, Zoe.
Morris sends it over to Oldno. Arizona State's feel like they've been pushed a little bit out of their comfort zone here. They've been doing a lot of defense, more than they have been in the first half. Mercer doing a great job at applying that pressure. Feels like this has been the first offensive set that Arizona State has had in this third quarter.
Yeah, Mercer definitely controlled that ball that last set, even though they weren't able to convert in the shot clock given minute 30. Still putting pressure. A lot of shots were taken, a lot of feeds, a lot of opportunities looked for.
Shot on goal, hits the left post, falls back to Ng.
Little under 3 minutes left. Currently, Arizona State leading 11-7.
Oldno with Ng. It's going to be a little push there. Doesn't look like it's going to be a foul or anything. Working behind the net is Thornton. Ends up dumping it over to Butcher. Spin move there. And the goal by Jordan Bihar.
It's a great move by her. Seeing her fake behind the goal, that defense had to adjust quickly, and they just didn't have the chance. She was too fast, too good of a move to kind of let her slip away, and she was able to perfectly place that shot. What an offensive threat she has been today, let alone this year.
Beats the one defender that was behind the goal and only had the goalie to beat. Sends it right over the left shoulder of the goalie, and now Bihar has 37 points on the year. Moves ever closer to that 41 mark. That's Madison Taylor from Northwestern, has the most points in NCAA season. It's 41. Bihar moves one step closer.
Currently draw controls sit at 13 for Arizona State and 7 for Mercer. ASU winning, Mercer winning just about a third of them, ASU the other 2/3.
12-7 is our score here with 2:18 left in the third quarter. Galloway's been doing great on these last two. Didn't win the first one, but that previous one she did win. Look to see Galloway's not there in the middle though, and that's going to be Vigiloni for Arizona State who has it.
Viglione winning that draw, bringing the ball down. Great carry from her.
2:03 left in the third quarter. Arizona State going to slow tempo there. Viglione was looking to push pace and then pulled it back. Bihar getting comfortable behind that net, sends it out to Ng. Ng's going to push pace. She's going to try and get a shot, doesn't happen. And it's going to roll out of bounds.
Arizona's attack doing a great job of giving Ng that space to work with, the opportunity to go left or right. She's strong both ways.
Ingrao sends it to Ng, back out to Oldno.
ASU's ability to just move the ball around the field, find open players, even if they're not directly next to them or as they're adjacent. Like that pass to Oldno there, just all the way across the 8-meter. It's working in their favor. They're not doing things in a predictable, fluid pattern, like directly in a circle, and moving that ball quickly, getting that ball in all levels of the field is just showing how ruthless ASU's attack can be from each player, each spot on the field, multiple times.
Ng pushes to Ingrao. Looked like she got tripped, but it's going to be Mercer controlling it. And like you said, that unpredictability there, that's what allows Arizona State to catch people on Mercer out of position and out of rotation, as Mercer is going to push into their offensive here with 32 seconds left in the third quarter. But Arizona State regains control. 24 seconds left. Arizona State hopefully can get a shot on goal here as Bihar has it. Sends it back and gets a goal. That's going to be Anna Thornton for Arizona State, the senior out of Bohemia. Pushes it to 13-7 with 13 seconds left here in this third quarter.
What a game from Bihar, too. That's now another assist for her. ASU is just doing a great job at seeing those open players in the field, getting that ball, being purposeful with it, and moving it up quickly. Mercer's really going to need to get possession here and kind of reset. They've only got 13 seconds left in this quarter. They are currently now down by 6.
Yeah, Bihar looked like she could have taken a shot there if she wanted to. Was patient though, found the extra pass to Thornton, and profited off of it. That's going to be Bihar's 4th assist of the afternoon here.
It's her 4th of today and her 26th of the season, with a lot of season left for the Sun Devils. Viglione taking the draw against Ayla Galway.
13.2 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's really been an all-around game here for Arizona State as Viglione had it temporarily, smacked out of her stick though. Mercer loses the ball, 4 seconds left. Regained by Arizona State, but nothing gonna happen here as we are 3 quarters through Arizona State and Mercer women's lacrosse. The score being Arizona State 13, Mercer 7. We're gonna step aside here on ESPN+.
Your contribution directly empowers our student athletes, giving them the tools they need to succeed on and off the field. With your help, we're building champions and investing in the next generation of Sun Devils. Be part of the legacy. Join the Sun Angel Collective today. Visit sunangels.org for more information. Together, we win.
Back here in Tempe as the Arizona State Sun Devils lead the Mercer Bears here in women's lacrosse. Arizona State 13, Mercer 7. And we saw a lot of offense there from Mercer. Still get outscored there in the third quarter. What do you think Mercer needs to do despite having a lot of good shots and a lot of good offense?
The big thing they need to do is just get possession on this ball and watch those turnovers. They're just making some small mistakes in the offensive zone where ASU's been able to capitalize, get that ground ball, get those easy checks, and when they have those free position shots, ASU gave them multiple in that quarter. They need to get the ball in the back of the net quickly, efficiently, and ASU at the same time needs to not make those mistakes, putting them on that 8-meter, because Mercer now here has a quarter left to get 6 goals. Very doable. There's a lot of game left. 15 minutes left here for Mercer. So I'm interested to see how ASU is able to work still to keep that pressure on, keep their offensive moving, and Mercer able to get that ball in the midfield here and then work with it down on attack.
Yeah, we know Mercer is a highly offensive team. Their last outing against Kennesaw State, 20-4 was the final score. So we know that Mercer can get these goals that they need. It's not necessarily a question of if, it's more a question of can they. As Arizona State is going to regain possession after a feisty draw control there.
Yeah, you love to see Brookfield out there kind of watching that ball as there's that scuffle in the middle, stay kind of pulled out, and when the ball comes out, find it quick and then get it down to ASU's offense. Teagan here setting up on the right side. Ball starting to move over towards the left.
Going to be sent over to Oldeno. Going to have most of the field to work with. She's going to drive in. Sends it out. Sends it right underneath the goalie.
Ball down will be a check, empty check for Mercer. ASU will keep this ball here.
Looked like Arizona State didn't really know what to do on that offensive possession. Looked to kind of see you maybe regain your footing here in this offensive zone and try and get at least a decent look there, a decent shot on goal, something.
Free possession here for ASU. Annie Haley.
Gets saved there by Mercer. Was a little left, didn't even go close to the goalpost, went deep left there, and Mercer's going to look now to push pace with 14 minutes left in this game.
Quick clear.
Walters from Mercer. Walters has recorded a goal in every game that she has played, including 3 against Kennesaw State. She's been quiet tonight. Morrison trying to get deep, loses it, high ball. Arizona State does come away with control.
That's your ball!
ASU getting the ball up here.
Get there!
Mercer making it really difficult to get Arizona into their offensive, making sure that they apply the pressure in the center of the field here.
Mackenzie and Ward for Mercer right now.
Mackenzie Ward had 0 saves against Kennesaw State and had 4 of them go in. As Arizona State's going to push, that's going to be Ingreo. Wide left shot is going to roll out of bounds. And that's going to be Mercer ball. Arizona State still applying pressure.
Ward with the ball here, long feed.
Not going to get there and going to roll out, looking for Kelly Voorhees for Mercer. Just a little too high, and it's going to be Arizona State.
These are those little things that I was talking about at the start of this quarter that Mercer really just needs to kind of hone in on and perfect, because as we see, ASU is going to take advantage of those little mistakes, little missed opportunities by Mercer. Knowing how valuable that ball is when they get it there on possession, getting up the field is top priority. Little mistakes like that, ASU is going to capitalize on.
Of course, Thornton working behind the net. 11:50 left in this game. Mercer still trailing by 6, 13-7. As Ing sends it over. And that is going to be a goal by Claire Butcher, the junior out of Germantown, Maryland. Records her 4th goal of the season.
ASU's got so many different goal scorers out there. It's super cool to see them have players coming from all sides of the field. As we talked about early in the game, when Aiden was here, they just have so many threats on attack. You got Oldeno out there. We saw Ing with many different goals. Beer, who's having an amazing game and an amazing season. Just players all sides of the field.
Her last goal was at USC. That was February 24th. Must feel pretty refreshing after about 2 weeks to get another goal here. Now Arizona State leads 14-7. If you're Mercer, we talked about making sure you gain possession out of these draw controls. They've now lost both of these.
It's going to be Mercer here, ball for a hold. Number 4, Abby Salties bringing it in. Vane looking to bring it down low, maybe for a drive opportunity.
Just going to kind of reset here, take a breather. Send it over to Caroline Gluss. Mercer looking to answer here after that Arizona State goal. Playing feisty there at the top. Sends it over to Walters. Walters a shimmy shake, trying to shed any defenders that's in front of her.
Morris, shot,
Morrison
save.
stopped just in time by Valley. Valley fell on the floor and was able to use her stick and stop it before it rolled in.
We're now sitting at a 7-point game with a little bit over 10 minutes left in this quarter, the final quarter of ASU versus Mercer.
Some intense pressure here from Mercer, trying to make it really difficult to get Arizona State to clear here. Does get over though. Sends it to Thornton. And Thornton's gonna reset, send it over to Bihar behind the net. These are the type of looks that Arizona State like to run. They put Bihar behind the net, and I think that is why she has so many assists. They put her behind the net. They allow her to set up her teammates beautifully for those deep cuts into the goal.
Yeah, great feeding spot down there for her.
This is gonna be Shevitz looking to make something happen. Back to Bihar behind the net. That's going to be a shot on goal from the assist from Bihar, her 5th assist for Bihar, and that's going to be Anna Thornton with the goal. Arizona State 2 quick goals out of the break here as Arizona State now leads 15-7.
Yeah, Bihar just doing an amazing job. You saw multiple cuts, multiple opportunities for her to get that feed in, and she waited for the perfect moment, the perfect feed to get that ball inside, and just able to put the ball in the net right when ASU needed. Mercer here really needs to kind of lock that down. We've seen her now have, I believe that's her 5th assist of the game. Putting pressure on her behind, getting her uncomfortable is going to be the key to stopping her, if that is their goal right now, as it should be. Pressure on her hands, pressure as she's looking to feed. We know she's a feeder, and kind of stopping that momentum that ASU's taking off with. Mercer isn't really adjusting to ASU's offense. ASU's been able to kind of keep doing the same things, same feeds, same looks, same drives. They're an explosive threat, having many different ways of scoring, but Mercer needs to kind of use their defense opportunities to change things up, and again, get that ball on the offense. Clears, getting thrown out of bounds, missed passes, things like that. ASU is capitalizing on them through and through, so it's going to be so important in these next couple minutes, little under 10, for Mercer to get the ball, get some points on the board, and just keep the pressure on.
Yeah, like you said, that overthrown clear is what set up that goal there. And they're just allowing Bihar to play behind the net. They're giving her the space that she wants to be able to set up her teammates. As you mentioned, 5 assists on the night. That's going to be her 27th of the year.
Which is a crazy stat in its own. I am flabbergasted. That is an amazing stat. She's had 7 games. That's almost 4 assists a game. It's just incredible that she's able to set up so many of her teammates. What an offensive powerhouse she is. She is just being used effectively and perfectly in this ASU offensive.
Yeah, Bihar had 6 goals in 1 game. That was against Niagara. The first game of the season, has 5 tonight, and we still have 9:40 left to play in this game. It's possible she could break that record for herself. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, after this, Arizona State is going to stay home and play Vanderbilt, then play Furman next week before heading to a neutral site to play Dartmouth. Should be an interesting battle. Going to get a draw control center. Fought for and won.
Viglione just tracing that ball perfectly. She knew exactly where it was going, was able to find it. Great work by her. She is such an asset to the ASU midfield and draw.
Ball was about 15 feet in the air, but she was looking at the ground. She knew exactly where it was going, like you said. Ng now working from her corner. Just going to send it back to Bihar.
Ward still in goal for Mercer. Bihar behind.
Falls there on the field.
Loose ball. It will go to Mercer as they move to the offensive side. We really need to see Mercer here capitalize They have possession of the ball. They need to get it to their offensive zone and use those skills, those shots they know they have. Intercepted by Oldno. What an amazing work for her.
And Ing gonna look to get a shot, and Ward does a great job of stopping it.
Saved by Ward. That is a huge, huge play for her, kind of changing the momentum of that interception.
1v1 against Ing, always got to be a scary threat as a goalie, but overhand shot goes high. That was Maldonado for Mercer, who tried to get the behind the back goal there, but Mercer does still retain possession.
Vane kind of moving up top there. Caroline Gluss with just trying to get a drive. Vane now behind.
Vane trying to shimmy here, get past her defender.
Mercer's kind of setting up in a stack play up at the top of the 8, giving our two low attackers room to work. She will be on the dot here.
Sprints deep and loses it again. Arizona State intercepted that pass, and now they are pushing forward. Riley has the ball. Sending it to Oldno. Oldno looks like she could have had something. She's going to send it to Thornton instead. Arizona State, like you said, they've been doing a great job defensively. That pass off of the stop was able to be intercepted perfectly and stop any momentum that Mercer had going there. And especially off of a shot blocked from Ing, really look to want to make something happen on the offensive end, even if it's just a shot on goal, but doesn't even get that for Mercer, as Arizona State now has it. Little shimmy for Oldno. Sends it to Ing.
Great cut, looking for that second cut. Saved by Ward.
Beautiful save there off of the great assist. Ing set up her teammate beautifully.
Another far clear here.
And another dropped ball here. Ing gonna fight for it. It's gonna go out of bounds, and it's gonna go to Arizona State.
Great work by Ing there, kind of getting that ball, putting some pressure on her. Again, we've seen trouble with Mercer there in this section of the field, this left side of the field, moving towards their attacking side.
As you mentioned, gets a great save, is not able to capitalize off of it. That's been 2 possessions in a row where Ward's done her job on goalie, but the rest of the team hasn't been able to capitalize off of it.
We're going to have a green card here for number 6 of Mercer.
Abby Vane.
Abby Vane. This will be 1 minute now. ASU is up.
That's okay, yes.
Vane has 3 shots on goal tonight. This afternoon, excuse me. 6:21 left in the 4th quarter. Arizona State still leading 15-7. And Arizona State has beaten Mercer in every quarter in terms of goal differential. The one quarter that Mercer had at least 4, Mercer had 4 goals and Arizona State still had 5 and beat them that quarter.
It looks like they will turn over the green card and Mercer will be even in playing numbers on the field.
Back at full strength for Mercer, as Cleland started with the ball. Send it deep, pushing into the offensive. Ball comes loose.
Mercer will get possession here off a great check as the ball came in. Vane moving it in.
You got it, yes, you got it, you got it. Watch your back.
Vane had that green card revoked earlier. Originally should have been out for a minute, but referees came back together, said that that was not worthy of a green card, and she's back in.
I feel like you rarely see that happen, a referee kind of turn over a card after making the call. So worked in Mercer's favor here. Ball checked out again. We're going to get a flag. This will set her up for a free position now.
And what a turn of events here for Mercer, going from potentially being down 1 to now getting a free position on Arizona State's net. And hopefully you can get something here. If you can get a goal, you maybe could change the potential. As the shot gets blocked by Valley, hit the right shoulder. Still
loose ball still. Mercer able to get that ball. She's able to get it out. And we'll have a call here. Looks like they are going to set up Mercer for a free position shot here. It's going to be Abby Morrison.
Yeah, towards the end of this game, Arizona State's been starting to play a little sloppy in terms of their passing, and Mercer just hasn't been able to capitalize off of it. Now looking to make something happen here.
Yeah, as of the beginning of this game, she had 16 draw controls, 6 goals for her team.
And the shot goes over the
I totally
post.
thought that almost went in.
I also, from our angle, looked like it went in, but it does go over the top post. Was Morrison.
She is
Just a little
setting
too
up
high.
again, it looks like, for another free position shot. I missed the call on her shot, but she will be at the center hash. She had 15 goals last season, 74 draw controls. She was 4th in the Big South.
Morrison's still second on the team with goals. We are going to get a timeout here for Arizona State as they lead 15-7 with 9 minutes left in the game. Back here in Tempe as Abby Morrison for Mercer is going to get a free position here off of the timeout. Arizona State leading 15-7 here with 5:22 left in the game. Do you think that Mercer can make something happen here and potentially send this to overtime?
I think there is a small chance. They have 5 minutes left. We've seen teams score quickly. We saw Mercer had a couple quick ones off the draw. This goal is going to be a real tell for Mercer.
Morrison dumps it in, and that is going to move it to Mercer with 8 goals and Arizona State with 15. Just a straightaway play there. Just ran right at the goalie and was able to dump it in. We do have a goalie change. It's Reagan Spitziger who is now going to take over she's going to take over for Valley. Valley doing a great job tonight, but needs a little break here.
Got a 7-goal differential with 5 minutes left. This is a large lead that ASU has, so as long as they don't get comfortable kind of keeping the pressure on, keeping with possession of that ball, and being threats all around the field, ASU can hopefully keep that lead as it is. But again, Mercer, there's a good amount of time left for them to get some goals back and kind of force ASU's hand here.
Abby Morrison, her 8th goal of the season. And it is the 8th goal of the game for Mercer. 5:13 left. Face-off draw controlled by Arizona State. Ends up going to Tate Stokesbury. And turned over here. Mercer doing a great job at intercepting these passes and making these unorthodox passes that we've talked about from Arizona State.
It's another turnover in the midfielder for Mercer. Just something we know as an offensive team that ASU is going to capitalize on. Ball down.
Thornton sent it to Heenan, and the ball fell down, and that is what's going to get our stop here. It's still going to be Arizona State ball.
Injury in the midfielder for Mercer.
That was Kelly Voorhees for Mercer. Gets up on her own volition, though. Hopefully nothing too serious. She will be subbed in, though, it looks like. Taking her spot is going to be Brooke Jones, the redshirt freshman out of South Lake, Texas.
Free position shot here for ASU. Ward's in goal. She's going to pull it out.
Sends it over to Stokesbury for Arizona State. Thornton sends it out to Ng. Excuse me, that's not Ng. That is Heenan. And that is going to be Emma Heenan with the goal for Arizona State. It's going to be her 4th goal of the season.
Great work by her. You saw ASU's kind of attack, distracting their defenders over on the right side of the 8-meter there, working close in, moving quickly, sending picks, you know, looking for those feeds and passes, and then just, you know, Heenan being able to use her space that they gave her to then get a goal and convert on that. Great work by her.
Heenan, 4 goals on the season, 1 assist. Moves her to 5 points. Arizona State now leading 16-8 with 4:16 left in the 4th quarter. You gotta wonder, could that have possibly been the nail in the coffin here for Mercer?
Mercer's just got to get possession here. I think their goal right now needs to be getting this ball in the draw and then working step by step to kind of chip away slowly. Whether that's goals, possessions, not letting ASU score anymore. Ball up for great draw control, still being able to find that.
And just like that, Arizona State intercepting the bad pass there. They did exactly what you said. They got the draw control. That's going to be a high check. They're going to stay Arizona State. But yeah, instantly intercepted by McKenna Riley for Arizona State.
Mercer just making, you know, that's a mistake you can't make this late in a game with a goal differential this big. ASU, we've been saying it all game, is able to capitalize on those mistakes. And when you get possession of the ball, you need to own it and realize how important that is to the next step ahead. You know, a small mistake like that, little pass down in the midfield, it's unfortunate that, you know, ASU keeps coming up with that for Mercer. But Ward's here with an interception. She'll look to clear it out.
3:23 left here in the 4th quarter. Arizona State still leading by 8 goals, 16-8.
Ainsley Walters bringing the ball up the field here.
Slows it down a bit, sends it back to Maldonado.
3 minutes left in this 4th and final quarter.
Trying to beat the one defender is Vane. Can't manage, bad pass. Still scooped up by Mercer. Great
Mercer able to get that ball. Good work to number 25 on Mercer. Gabby Brisbane being able to kind of use her space to get that ball back in by stepping with her straighting line.
And that is going to be a shot down and goal for Caroline Gluss for Mercer.
Great work by Caroline Gus. It's going to be another for her in this game. She's a high-volume shooter. She's an aggressive driver, as we just saw. She's great at creating her own shot, and she finished very well and close there. She's a great offensive leader for Mercer, so getting that goal this late in the game could be a momentum shift for Mercer in these next 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Her 2nd goal of the game makes it her 9th goal of the season. And we have a 16-9 game here with 2:32 left in the game.
Tegan Lowry taking the draw here for ASU. Ayla Galloway for Mercer.
Galloway controlled the last one. She's been doing pretty solid all day. for Mercer in terms of these draw controls here.
ASU still winning draw controls, 16-11, but Mercer slowly chipping away. Remember, at the start of the half, it was 7-13, so Mercer winning a couple more than ASU.
Ball loose and is scooped up. Should have been scooped up there. It's going to stay Mercer ball. A couple bad scoops there trying to get the ball under possession, and about 3 times failed to do so as the ball kept rolling on the ground.
Yeah, that's just simple mechanics. Tegan Lowry struggling to find that ball off the draw, but she was almost there to get it in the air.
Mercer now going to try and work. That's Vane.
2 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
16-9 is still the score. Vane working from behind the net. Now moves in front, sends it over to Gluss. Just had the last goal there.
Gluss setting up the right and left side of her body there for feed inside.
Doesn't get there. We're going to stay Mercer ball here.
It's going to be a free position shot for Mercer.
With 1:35 left in the game, Mercer's going to have a free position. Free position here. Does not fall. Good defense there from the goalie.
Save ASU. Mercer able to get this ball back, though, on the rebound.
Mercer sends it deep behind the goal. It's going to be Vane. Vane, one of 3 sisters, Madison and Kate, all play on the same team here.
We're going to get a flag here. Looks like it's going to be another free position shot for Mercer.
Free position shot going to be going to Brisbane for Mercer. She's just going to sling it deep. And a great job there by Speichiger, stopping it in its tracks.
Another save.
And it's going to stay Arizona State ball.
Good try by Mercer Tech to get that ball back.
58 seconds left in the game. 7-goal differential here. Arizona State going to get the clear. Got hit in the head and does get called. A little bit of a late call there, but a call nonetheless.
Green card for Caroline Gluss. Mercer will be down for the rest of the game unless ASU scores in this next 46 seconds.
That was Gluss that hit Tate Stokesbury of Arizona State on the head. Ref waited until Stokesbury motioned to her head before calling the foul there. Arizona State just looking to run out the clock here. And that might not do it yet. We're looking to...
Interception by Wards there. Great work by her, being aggressive as a goalie, seeing that and getting the ball in.
Empty net here for Mercer.
Ball moving up, 16 seconds left.
Wallace is going to try and push. Mercer's going to get a shot on goal that doesn't go down.
5 seconds remaining.
Fighting for it in front of the goal. And that is going to do it. Arizona State wins against the Mercer Bears 16-9 here in Tempe, Arizona.
We will get one last free position shot here from Abby Morrison.
Apologies on that one.
1 second remaining in the game.
There's 1 second left. I thought I heard a whistle, but game clock showed zeros.
She will get the free position shot if the foul was made before the time runs out. She gets 1 second here to make this goal.
A little bit of damage control here.
See if Mercer is able to bring this to a 16-10 game. And they are.
Great goal there by Morrison, able to sneak it in to the left, under the left foot of the goalie there, but that is now going to do it for us here at ESPN Plus. Arizona State wins 16-9 in Tempe, Arizona. I want to thank you, Caroline, for a great second half, and it has been fun. We will see you guys next time.
The final score of the game will be 16-10, ASU beating the Mercer Bears. Our next lacrosse live stream will be Saturday, March 8th, when the Sun Devils take the field against Vanderbilt. For the entire stream team, production staff, Caroline Kelly,
and Andrew Neerum, signing off.